What began in 2011 as protests inspired by the so-called Arab Spring quickly spread to an all-out civil war in Syria. According to the UN, more than 250,000 people have died in the bloody conflict and another 1.9 million have been injured. Meanwhile, 4.8 million people have fled the country in the worst refugee crisis since World War II. The war has helped lead to the rise of Islamic State, and it's seen the involvement of major powers like the United States and Russia. Now there are tentative efforts at peacemaking. We begin with CCTV's Yasser Hakim, who joins us from Cairo. And Yasser, peace talks are now underway. What can you tell us about that?
Yes, Anand, the peace talks are led by the UN envoy, and Mistura said that he received a vision of a plan from each side, the government of Syria and the opposition. He has two plans with him to discuss and to try to analyze and see how to make some kind of a satisfactory overall mapping out of the peace process that will be accepted by both sides. Now, the main issue, obviously, is the fate of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. What will happen with the Syrian president with a peace? If peace is struck, will he continue as president? Will there be an election, a new election? The opposition are calling for some kind of a presidential group or cabinet or coalition that will oversee the transitional period, whereby new elections and new constitution will be put in place, while the government is more looking at a coalition government that includes al-Assad, members of al-Assad's party, and a number of opposition leaders. But there is a lot still to be mapped out. Mistura is saying that he hopes he can get a coalition government on an agreement within the next 12 to 16 months.
Thanks, Yasser. That's CCTV's Yasser Hakim reporting from Cairo.